Well deserved. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop
I
with
want
the
to smash
smashing?
it though.
What do we say, boys? One last.
Nope.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. It feels the fears. I'm done fighting. My heart feels
Oh my god.
the game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
You are nothing at all. What? Oh. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure. Faint. Veiled in the shadow just beyond the reflection. You're actually a bird.
I think you know what I am.
Narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator? I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ooh.
I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Of course, that is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
For all these hovers, I have so many questions for you.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Okay. It's the pavilion. What is the princess? What did you do to her? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? If you made me, what am I? So, you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
Where is the next
For all I
break?
know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Oh, damn.
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Damn. Oh, shit. The people out there beyond the walls of Culture, do they know about this? They probably don't. If
You're
you
the
mean-
long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. Shit. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay, well, alright. I don't want to be bad, I want to be mean. So many questions here. Does it hurt when a piece of me breaks off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Are you a part of me? Are you a god? Or were you a god? I want this piece to see this. It's because I'm dying of that, but how am I supposed to rid the world of death?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days.
Damn.
I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
Damn.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Oh shit. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
The cycle of life and death, the endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Okay. Say nothing and watch him end. Rest
Are you
easy.
lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent God. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive, there's no final vessel for you to bear the witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Miss you too. I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm no longer quiet. I don't know what that means. What happens now? She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions that need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would lead to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. It won't do. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in this? I let you out, and so I just can't do that. You're always gonna know what's the point of doing anything.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Address the vessel's statement directly. Appeal your shared humanity. You speak about death, life and death and change. The stagnation that isn't what any of this is about. Rejectra, you have done nothing but lecture me since the moment I got here. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Rejector perspective. I won't engage with violence.
what you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom.
Does it really matter though? Because apparently it's all on me. She doesn't matter in this instant.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Continue. You use all these pretended metaphors and pretend you're making a grand proclamation about who I am and who you are, but really you aren't saying much of anything.
If my words feel meaningless, it's because words are meaningless. If it feels as though I lecture you from above, it is merely because you have refused to climb after me and find where you belong.
Okay. Oh.
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
Oh my god, I can't even hear.
There is only the flood of bodies. You hold every possible sensation every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and
You speak. It doesn't even matter what I say to you because you're just going to keep telling me your perspective like it's some universal truth. Okay.
The only universal truth is that there are no universal truths. There is only you and me, existing in relation to the other. And I will not stop our dance until you understand.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
You act as though the world can exist. Direct to authority, even when I was with your vessels, even if there was they all heard me.
They are mere fragments of a whole. They bought into delusion because none of them were able to see past themselves.
This is just such a confusing situation.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
I don't know what you are, but you aren't any of them. You're just something wearing their skin.
You cling to things that never truly existed. If it takes all of eternity to break your grip on petty, fickle, fleeting selves, both mine and yours, then I will break it.
As you clash between you abates, you begin to shake. You will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. You think happens when we leave here. Okay, I'm ready to leave. I never want to fight you, but how do we leave? Can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I'm sorry to fight for a better world. I have to fight for a better world. You are cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is. Something but this. You've done everything. Certainly understand me, so I can put. You keep this in mind. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world.
Even now, you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
What? Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this alone. Where's everybody else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she?
Whoa.
Let's make this quick.
This is such a cool
you ready?
game. Yeah. I'm
Let's
ready.
go.
Let me go. Come on. Ooh. What? What the fuck? Whoa.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me that make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really going? Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Slay the princess, sit with her. I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? I only want to slay the you out there. It's easier to kill an abstract concept than it is a person. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world. What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I'm sorry, princess, said the princess.
Well, we don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I don't think that works. Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there, if you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? You're gonna find yourself eventually talking this out, right? We haven't. How do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I want to take it all back. I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill you. Okay, then let's do it. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you. We're back on ourselves. This isn't fair. I want to be with you. Is there any option of being your god? I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Oh, that's so sad. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small malevolent weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us. No, she's not. Leave the cabin.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? Doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. Then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in your limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You can feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, and twisted and crumbled and bound in agonizing, oh my god, tension to a fine plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite slides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart, bear witness to a new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering, you are free. Before you lies the endless expansion of absolute reality. A new absolute reality. One forged by your will and by a long, I don't know how to say that word. I'm not that smart. Cycle of bloodshot that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in the new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
you.
For us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
Wow. Wow. Nice.